Ashley. Thanks for joining. You made it. You made it.
Yes. Okay. Just have to plug my phone up. Okay.
You good?
I am here.
All right. Well, thank you for pushing through. I so appreciate you taking this time out to do this little live. And we won't be long. It'll be like 10. But just giving people an opportunity to hear from you guys, get to know you, because they're going to find out more about your story on Sunday when they attend the Real Talk panel. So I'll kick us off. To introduce myself, my name is Nicole D. Miller. I am the author of Stories for the Urban Soul, a compilation of short stories, novellas, and poetry depicting Black characters dealing with issues, from social injustices to heartbreak to parenting, a host of relatable issues with a spiritual undertone. So faith-based and encouraging. And as you guys know, I did a panel discussion in March called Girl Talk, Are You a Feminist? And a lot of people chimed in on that. We had a really great discussion. So it stirred up my desire for us to kind of do that again, but this time we're going to tackle another relatable topic, and that's losing us in relationships. I know so many women struggle with that. We struggle with our identity and our purpose, kind of getting lost in the sauce while dating. I'm excited to have our panelist Lisa Evans on here because she's actually married. So we kind of get privy testimonial of what it's like being married and holding on to your identity and purpose and kind of the nuances of that. So to kick us off, Lisa, introduce yourself. Let us know who you are, how you're a boss in your several fields that you're in, and been in business, and what's motivated you on the path that you're on.
Yes. Hello. I'm Lisa Evans. I am 28 years old. I live in Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised in Cleveland. I've been married almost 3 years this August. I just graduated from grad school and got my master's in journalism. What else? I'm a blogger, faith-based lifestyle blogger. I also have a faith-based candle company. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty it. Well, she clearly does all. Guys, I love how Black women doing the most just be like, yeah, that's all I do. I just own a business and I run a household and I have. So, yes. And we're so excited to have you join us. I have loved getting to know Lisa in the short time that we've connected because I feel like we had an instant connection. I felt like it was just one of those connections. Just knew there's more there. And we had to fight our schedules to get to the more. And so I'm just excited that it's our time to thrive and connect and see what is really underneath this connection, because we're on similar paths, being writers, being bloggers, faith-based, being beautiful chocolate women. So it's just like, yeah, it's our time. It's our time to shine.
Right.
One of my questions was, what motivates you to keep going as an entrepreneur? Like, being an entrepreneur can be taxing. I feel like every day I'm dealing with my own internal challenges. So what helps you keep going forward? What would you tell someone else who's trying to get to where you are?
I would say to know your why. That's really been keeping me motivated. I've really struggled with consistency and consistency, whether it be consistency posting blogs, whether it be consistency with posting on social media, sending emails, all those things. I really struggle with consistency, and this year I really decided to take that more seriously and be more consistent. And my why was to see what this plan and this path that God is clearly marking out for me. So my why is to really trust God and see whatever plan He has and whatever He has in store for my life. So that keeps me motivated, knowing that He's doing something crazy, and if I just keep going to see the other side. Much like I kind of always relate to the children of Israel. I really don't want to be like them, going around and around in circles for 40 years when they could have just took a straight path and been there already. So I'm trying to just be obedient and see what's on the other side of whatever God is doing right now, because He's just shown me so much, and I know it's purposeful. because my life is purposeful, just like everyone else's life is purposeful. So my excitement for like whatever's on the other side or whatever this is going to be also keeps me motivated.
I love that, to know your why, because that is something I've had to keep going back to. I went to an Amazing Women's Conference a few months ago with Jenna Lear. She's a local female badass in Cleveland. I don't know if you know her, but there was a business coach there, and I was like in tears about my business and my future, and what if this doesn't work out, and what if this novel doesn't sell, all these what ifs. And she's like, your why, Nicole. And in that moment, I knew my why was my ancestors. I knew God was showing me why was all the people before me that couldn't get this opportunity, and that I was an exception, them, that we were doing it together. And so that you brought in the why, and of course the faith. I love that you said God is doing something crazy, because it always looks to us. You know, the supernatural, the eternal is never linear. Like, our brains are so
exactly.
And if you're type A like me, you know, it's just kind of like, why are we going through hoops right now? Why are we taking the scenic route? I just, come on, you know. But
exactly.
Purpose in that. So, and I'm not trying to be like the children of Israelites either. Like, I'm like, I hate wasting time. And
wasting time.
Yes, but the thing about wasting time is you can't get it back. Like, you can get back, you know, but you can't get your time back. And so that's definitely a good one. What would you say, you kind of touched on some of these things, but what would you say gives you passion and purpose, and what helps you wake up in the morning and take that next step forward?
I think just wanting to be a better person and like wanting to be the best that I can be. I feel like I haven't really tried in a long.
You got a call or a text?
Yeah, I did get a call. Sorry. I feel like I haven't tried to be the best that I can be in over 10 years, since I was in like middle school. By the time I got to high school, I just completely slacked off in school. And then college, I didn't really press as hard as I could. So when I went back to grad school, I said I was going to start pressing as hard as I can to be the best that I can be, that I know I can be. So that gets me motivated, like getting up each morning, like going to the gym. Like, I'm like a gym rat now. Like, and I never, you guys, anybody, I have never been a gym rat. I hate the gym. I've always been very, very slim my whole life. But after I got married, in COVID, I gained a good, 20, 30 pounds. And I gained some weight. So I started to go back in the gym because I just didn't like how I felt. I was tired of like feeling just a mess. And so I started going to the gym, only lifting weights, no cardio. I literally have only been weight training for 6 months now. But like once I started to keep going, I wanted to see like if I could really achieve the results. Because last year I tried to go to the gym, stopped. I was working out in the summer, then stopped. I never really pushed myself to keep going past my like uncomfortability point. And this like go around, I really wanted to try to push past what I thought I could do and push myself to the limit. Which so when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the gym. I want to see if I could, lift some weights, or I want to see if I can go 5 days a week, or I want to see if I could max out, or so I think that's what keeps me motivated, is like trying to just be better and better each day, while I have the opportunity to, while I'm stable for the most part, healthy, have this most free time that I'm ever going to have, until I have children. That's going to be a totally different type of life. So while I'll have this free time right now, I'm really trying to push myself on Instagram, like push myself to the best that I can do, and really like focus in on what I want to be and who I want to be. So that's really what keeps me motivated right now. And then like seeing that be an example for other people. Like other people are like, oh, like you inspire me to try out reels, or you inspire me to post more. And I'm like, I'm just looking at people who inspire me, to make me better. And now I'm being that person for other people. So yeah.
Good. Well, you touched on things that I resonate with. I started my workout journey with just strength training about 4 years ago. And it was timely because it was right before my mom passed. So I didn't know that God was like gearing me up to really channel my emotions through strength training. And I
Yeah.
remember the word that he gave me was, you're going to have to be the strongest you've ever been. So I know that strength
Yeah.
training was symbolic of that, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. And
Yeah.
there's been where I've struggled with deep depression. Feel him just picking me up. He's like, you just need to go to the gym. You
Yep.
know, healing in that. Your physical body releases endorphins. It increases
Yeah.
your mood. With COVID and all of the drama and trauma we've had globally, in addition to our personal lives, I just
Yeah.
love that you're on that same journey. Working out has just been worship for me, but it's just been a great outlet of encouragement. So I totally get that, as well as writing. I think those would be the two main vehicles that have really aided my personal journey in this season.
Mm-hmm.
Last question. What are you looking forward to the most in our talk for Losing Us in Relationships on Sunday? What drew you to this? What caused you to say yes? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I actually love talking about relationships. I don't talk about them as much on my Instagram because sometimes I'm the type of person, sometimes I like to be low key. I don't like to contribute when a lot of people are contributing, especially when they contribute nonsense, because and then people believe nonsense, and I'm just like, I just want to stay away from it. But I need to speak more about relationships because I do believe that's the area that I've grown in tremendously, and I've been in probably some of the worst types of relationships. Not the worst, it's definitely worse than me, but I've been in a lot of bad relationships, and I've learned a lot and grown a lot, and really trying to do better. And now that I'm married, I'm just growing even more and learning more about myself. So I'm just excited to hear different women's perspectives. I haven't been in the game for like 5 years, and a lot has changed from what I hear. I hear the dating pool has pee in it, and I'm like, I don't even really know what that means. So I'm also excited to hear from other women who are single, who are dating, who want to be married, who don't want to be married, a bunch of different types of perspectives. I'm excited to hear about being on the other side. I haven't been in the game for a little bit. So, yeah.
You're definitely going to get that because I think the women that we have are all in different stages. I think you're the
Mm-hmm.
only, but we're all covering the gamut.
Oh, yeah.
Relationships, casual dating, single. I'm the single.
Right.
But yeah, we'll get some good feedback. Now, I think you have like a blog or an ebook that touches on relationships or maybe sexual healing. Do you want to like throw that out there?
So I do have a ebook on my website, and that is Growing Your Relationship with God. If you go to my Instagram page and click on my link in my bio, it should take you to my blog website, and I definitely have talked about relationships on there. So if you just scroll through the blogs, you can see I talked about relationships a few times in my blog too.
Well, let us know if you have a website, if you have any other upcoming events that we can catch you at, or how people can support you, or what projects you're working on.
Well, yeah, you can always follow me on my Instagram page. I am really, really, really growing on there. I'm really like doing a bunch of different things. I post a lot of inspirational messages that have been getting a lot of attention, and I think people will enjoy them. And I really am looking to post more and be on there more. So you can definitely follow me on Instagram. My website, you can sign up for my newsletter. I really write about faith from a young woman, millennial woman, Black perspective. So if you are a young Black millennial woman who is looking to grow in her faith, grow in her womanhood, and grow in relationships, definitely subscribe to my blog. It's walkwithlisa.com, but the link should be in my bio.
And what's your Instagram? I'm also putting this on Facebook, so.
My Instagram is Walking with Lisa, and that's the same on Facebook too.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Lisa, for your time. I know you're a busy woman. Y'all check her out Sunday. If you haven't read it, please do. It's on Eventbrite. It's free. It's a good time. You don't have to be on video. We can just put you on the Zoom and you can just listen and sit in. And it's at 6 p.m. Eastern from 6 to 7. So check us out. Girl Talk, Losing Us in Relationships. Thanks, Lisa. We will talk to you soon.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.